Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of our MVC Hoop Shootaround presented by Purina. My name is Derek Dockett, Associate Commissioner of New Media and Technology with the Missouri Valley Conference. And as always, I'm pleased to be joined by my good friend Adam Emmenecker. Adam, how are things going?
Not too bad, Derek. Happy holidays. 'Tis the season.
Same to you, sir. It's kind of weird. We last talked right as we were coming off of Media Day, starting the season, and now here we are 5 days out, a couple days out from Christmas, and the non-conference part of the schedule sort of just blew by us, but highlighting some of those things we've seen as we'll turn the calendar into conference play. We got to start off with Northern Iowa. They take down North Carolina at the McLeod Center, and we just saw this past weekend another huge win beating Iowa State.
Yeah, right in my backyard, basically here, right in downtown Des Moines. You know, it's great to see. You can't say enough about the Panthers and West Washpun in particular. How rare is it to get a chance to host a #1 team in your non-conference schedule? And I know you and I's had a couple of confusing losses. Colorado State, not a bad game necessarily, and then bigger deficits with Richmond and New Mexico. But obviously this team has the talent they need to get big wins. 2 top 5 wins, great for the Missouri Valley, great for you and I in particular. But let's talk about West for a second. West Washpun in those 2 games showing the high-level talent that he is. 24.5 points per game, 9.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, shooting 62% and 50% from 3. He's just doing it all over the floor for those Panthers. He's a guy that shows up in big games.
Yeah, such a dynamic athlete for the Panthers. And I saw someone on Twitter mention last night during that game, as West goes, he can carry them a long, long way with his talent. Switching gears, Southern Illinois, 10-2 on the season this year. Surprising to a lot of folks. What's your take on the Salukis in this year so far?
You know, I think they've played a lot of really good games. They've just been so solid. A player to mention for them, obviously, Anthony Bean, a guy averaging 20 points a game, a great start to his senior year. But it's what Barry Hinson teams do. They play so hard for their coach. Another guy that's taken a big step forward, Sean O'Brien's kind of become that reliable #2 scorer that they didn't have a year ago. So he's a guy that 9 of the 11 games he's played in, he's gotten in double figures. So they have pretty good balance. They have 2 guys that can step out and shoot the basketball and do that with efficiency as well. They just play so hard. The win against Murray State was a pretty good win. This team's just really solid. I'm interested to see once we get into conference season if they're for real.
Yeah, Salukis team looks like they're gelling a little bit more. Their little team chemistry sort of working a little bit better for them this year. Finally, Wichita State. We know the injury story there, Fred Van Vliet. Those guys trying to turn the page, get healthy. What do you think about the Shockers going forward now?
Well, you know, obviously when you have Fred back, it's just a different team, right? You watch them play and their style, their tempo is just different with their senior leader on the floor. He has such an impact on them, not only offensively with his composure and the way he creates plays, but also on defense. They play with a different sort of aggressiveness. And you see, again, the teams that they've beaten when he's been back, it's just a different style for the Shockers. They're going to be fine. I know fans look at the record and they see 5-5 in the non-conference. That wasn't the expectation, but you look at some of the teams they lost to. They lost to USC, who's not too bad. They lose to Iowa. So they lose games without Fred in the lineup that aren't necessarily bad losses. It's just, you know, in recent years they've had so much success. The Shocker fans, the Shocker faithful are used to those being wins.
Yeah, they were all just expecting when they take the court to fight so much and get W's is what they do. It's what they're known for. So.
Yeah, and one quick thing, Derek, great to see all these games on TV. I love the fact that we get the ESPN feeds, get to watch all these teams anytime we want. Not only great for the teams, great for their fans, also great for the parents of the kids. I've really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Same here. It's been great to see the reception and having our students that are actually doing the production on a number of these productions on campus. So it's great to see the Valley and ESPN3 continue to flourish. Adam, we'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks so much, buddy.
All right. Happy holidays. Thanks, Derek.